I promised you more music, and that I'm a man who keeps my promises, because delighted to be joined in studio now by the Cornish-based singer-songwriter Ezmay Grace, who's been winning praise for her powerful vocals, evocative storytelling and distinctive blend of traditional folk influences and more besides. She brought out her debut album last year and has been performing some shows over here in Ireland. That has been helped by Damien, who we know from Cuppa TV. So Ezmay and Damien, a very good morning to both of you.
Hello.
Good morning, Alan. How's it going?
I thought the cat had got your tongue there for a second, Damien.
Oh, no,
thankfully not. So, Ezmay, tell us a little bit about yourself. Cornwall based, and folk music has strong roots in Cornwall. Obviously, here it's a big part of Irish culture, and particularly in Clare, which is the home of Irish traditional music. Were you aware before coming here, or do you, since arriving here, do you sense similarities between the musical traditions of the two places? Yeah,
there's definitely something that links the two of them together, I think. And a lot of the folk music that got me into playing and writing my own folk was the Irish folk music that I'd heard growing up from my godmother. And there's definitely a similar feeling over here with all the community of musicians, especially, that we have something like that at home in Cornwall too.
I have to say, I listen to a lot of music. I listen to a lot of brilliant English folk music. Going back to some of the greats from back in the 60s and 70s and before that and after. Do you think it just needs better advertising than the Irish traditional folk music? It's fantastic, but it's like it's not heralded enough or something as part of English culture.
Yeah, maybe. It's a weird one. I was actually thinking this the other day that I listened to some fantastic folk musicians. A guy called Nick Hart came over to play, and he was playing all these English folk songs that I'd never heard. And I was like, isn't that weird that we don't really... we're not as familiar with these English folk songs, but I've kind of, after seeing them play, I wanted to make it a bit of a mission to get a few more English folk songs into my repertoire. But the Irish ones just have a whole lot of important emotional history behind them, and I think that's what keeps them going really strong. Yeah. In
terms of your sound, you brought out your debut album last year. I did say when we're off air I'd let you pronounce it.
Lien Gwerin,
which is Cornish.
Yes, for folk tales.
Although you had to learn a bit of folk Cornish, not being from there originally. Talk to us about the album and how it's been received since you brought it out last year.
So it's sort of a collection of songs inspired by growing up in Cornwall over the last 16 years and the amazing folklore we have down there, and just the beautiful landscapes and the stories that kind of inspires in my own mind. And we had an amazing album launch in August last year and sold out to 150 people. And since then, it's kind of made its way around the world. It's appreciated quite well in Australia, which is kind of random, but we love that. And
you'll be heading on tour there soon, maybe.
I wish. Maybe next year. We'll see. We'll start with Ireland and then see where we go from there. But it's been really well received. It's been lovely hearing the feedback and what everyone has to say about it. It's quite touching. I
did see footage from your album launch. It looked like a lovely occasion, very kind of intimate as well, and the way it was all done, and you had string accompaniment and so on. I don't know, did Damien promise that to you as part of the gig you played yesterday in Shannon? Damien, how did you become aware of Ezmay and get her over here for performances?
So Cuppa TV is a music page, so I guess algorithms kind of throw music at me and on my feed and stuff, and I just saw something from Ezmay came up. It was a cover of an Irish song, and I saw Cornwall as well, and I was in Cornwall a few years ago for a festival, and I just loved the feeling there. So I thought, geez, like Irish folk songs, Cornwall. Had a listen, did a great job of an Irish folk song. She sang it the way it should be sang, if you know what I mean, with great respect. So then I just made contact, and I said, gee, I love what you're doing with those songs, keep doing it. And then within a few texts over Instagram, I got hold of your debut album that was going to come out for a listen, so I had the privilege of hearing it before it came out. And I was driving down the road, got to the second song, Joan, which is on this album, such a strong album, and I had to pull over. I was overcome with emotion from this song that she wrote about this woman. I won't tell you the story because it'll go too long, but people can listen to the song. The song kind of speaks for itself, really. And that was it.
I've an image of you at the side of the road weeping on the steering wheel.
I was weeping. I'll happily say I was weeping. Yeah, I was just.
The effect I have on people.
A man who's captured his emotions is a good thing.
That's a sign of good music as well, though.
Yeah, it is.
It makes you feel.
Yeah.
And then we kept talking, and I said, look, if you ever fancy coming to Ireland, let me know. I'll try and organise a few gigs. And then within a few more chats, this came about this whole week. So.
And we know
it's great,
from you being in with other artists over the years that you promote gigs in all sorts of sizes and different venues. And Ezmay, you're playing Dublin, Galway. You played and Westport. You played Shannon yesterday. It was and Damien told us about some of the early gigs he put on. I think David Hope, it was a house gig. It was a house gig for you too.
Yes, it was. It was so lovely. I love intimate gigs like that where you can make eye contact with everyone in the room and you can see how they're receiving the stories, and just the nicest bunch of people, so warm and welcoming. And yeah, it was a really, really, really wonderful gig, like so wonderful. And we went and did a session afterwards in the local pub, and it was just brilliant.
Yeah,
like the
lovely.
best night. I'm very, very grateful to Damien for hosting us and putting it all on. It was really, really, really lovely.
I have to tell a great story now that Ezmay just said before we came in here about being recognised.
Oh yeah.
Herself and Lien went to Craigonoan yesterday, and they went into the hut. And the guy that was role playing in the hut says, "I know you from somewhere."
Yeah.
So
Really?
I'd heard Ezmay's music.
Yeah, which was a bit overwhelming. Yeah, but
Slightly random, but that's what you
I
want to
know,
hear.
Yeah,
that was so funny.
absolutely. Yeah, it's definitely an overwhelming feeling when people are singing your songs back to you as you're playing them, and you're like, "Whoa, how do you know this one?" Yeah, it's cool.
Brilliant. Okay, so you're halfway through your Irish gigs. Dublin down, Shannon down, festivals in Galway and Westport to come, and you're very busy. And you're back to the UK, and it's pretty much dates till the end of the year.
Yeah. So we've got Galway Folk Festival on Saturday. I'm playing on the Cuppa TTV stage at 2:45, which will be lovely. And then Westport, we have a sort of in the round session happening at 2:30 on the 7th at McGing's, which is going to be great. It's playing with some other very talented musicians. And then, when I head home, it's festival season down in Cornwall. So tons of festivals, lots of lovely intimate gigs, pub gigs and stuff coming up. I just like to keep nice and busy, keep telling my stories. Yeah.
Okay, well, you like to keep busy and keep telling your stories. We'll keep you busy and tell a story now. So we'd love to get a song from you. What are you going to play for us?
I'm going to play you a song called Meandering River. It was the first single I released off Lien Gwerin last year.
Okay, lovely stuff. Ezmay Grace with Meandering River.
As the midnight moon was shining in the cloud-covered ink-stained sky, where I lay in the meadow that overlooks the sea, dreaming of where I would go if I could only fly, wondering if my love could see the same moon as I. If over the ocean is where my bonnie lies, then to him is where my wings would surely take me. But alas, wings I have not, just a heart heavy with want, so full of longing and so ready for the taking, to lead me sound across the ocean where my lover's heart is waiting. Like the meandering river, I'd flow miles just to get to the sea, where fresh water meets salty blue ocean, that I would sail to be closer to thee. Though determined, so I am, I have no boat, no crew, no plan, hope and longing's all I have to my name, though I know I'll find a way to sail across that raging main, to find my love and take his name, so to complete me, if only I just had a boat to take me far across the sea. Like the meandering to get to the sea, where fresh water meets salty blue ocean, that I would sail to be closer to thee. My bonnie lies over the ocean, my bonnie lies over the sea, my bonnie lies over the ocean. So bring back my bonnie to me. Bring back, oh bring back my bonnie to me, to me. Bring back, oh bring back my bonnie to me.
Wonderful stuff, Ezmay Grace with Meandering River. And at the risk of comparing any woman who plays an acoustic guitar and sings in a folky style to Joni Mitchell, I was getting Joni vibes there, especially the Songs to a Seagull Clouds era. That was fantastic. Thanks very much, Ezmay. Hope the other gigs go as well as the shows you've played so far in Ireland go. But you're in good hands there with Mr. O'Rourke. So thanks to Ezmay Grace and to Damien O'Rourke for joining us on the show. And thanks so much for that performance. It was fantastic.
Thank you for having me.